Welcome back to another episode of Live from Rock City with Greg and Drew. It's Saturday night. We got Raiders are playing somewhere in the background. Or it might be over, I guess, at this point. So hopefully that's a positive outcome, unlike it's been the last few weeks. But day after Christmas, Drew, what'd you get? You get anything special? Did you buy yourself anything? You buy any presents for anyone else? I know I didn't get a present from you, but maybe somebody else did.
Yeah, my presents was my presents.
With a C?
I got it. Yeah, C and yeah. The gift cards has been the COVID response this year.
I gave everyone Obama's book.
Really?
Yeah. Add to cart 5.
Oh, okay. So you sent
mass distribution to everybody.
See, I should have done that.
It's just hard to buy. It's hard to buy gifts for people when you haven't seen them in forever, and then Christmas didn't even really happen anyways. It did, but it was different. I don't know what most people did, but I was actually able to go over and hang out with my parents a little bit, do like the social distance Christmas hangout, which was cool. Unfortunately, you don't get to do your typical Christmas Day stuff, but it's better than nothing. Not as good as the Kirk Cameron show out in Thousand Oaks recently. Earlier last week, Kirk Cameron, retired / failed actor probably, hosted a caroling protest.
What was he in though? Yeah, what was he in?
He's like Family Matters or some kind of, no, not Family Matters. Family Matters was Steve Urkel, right?
Yeah, or Stefan or Kel.
Full House, that's the one. That's like the white counterpart.
That's a total different. Yeah, I was thinking in my mind a black dude, and then I was like, oh, okay, opposite end of the spectrum.
Wait, no, he's not on.
Who was he?
No, he's not on.
Was he
House.
Uncle? Okay, not on that either.
Yeah, he's man, he's been out of the loop for a while. I'm looking up the article. They don't even say what he's been in. There must be like one thing. If this was a radio show, we could ask listeners to call in and tell us. Growing Pains. There you go. Whatever that is. I don't know.
Never.
The Wonder Years type bullshit. I don't know. But so in protest to all the California COVID restrictions right now, he organized a caroling event for everybody to get together, mostly without masks, and do some Christmas caroling, spitting in each other's faces in protest. No, I don't know if they're doing that, but they're singing.
Okay.
I just thought it was ridiculous because it's like a reminds me of like a Home Alone type movie where somebody's trying to take away Christmas, like the evil governor is trying to take away Christmas, and then this town refuses to let them take away Christmas, and then they all get together at the end of the movie and have like a caroling protest, and then like Santa shows up and saves Christmas. That's what I think he's hoping for.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm not sure, but what was what did they gather in like a?
I think they met up at the TO Mall. So they met up at the mall.
So this was in Thousand Oaks.
Yeah, in Thousand Oaks. They met up at the mall.
Mm-hmm.
And then they all came together and they just sang Christmas carols, like in defiance of the please stay at home, wear your mask, don't kill anybody.
In the mall? They were inside?
No, the TO Mall is like, it's the outdoor. They could stand in the parking lot, right? Or not.
That's an indoor mall.
Yeah, maybe I'm. I don't know. They met
maybe
up
you
somewhere
haven't gone to the Thousand Oaks Mall.
It's been a long time since I've been going to the mall.
Well, there is an outdoor area. There is an outdoor area by like the movie theater or whatever.
Yeah, maybe they're in the parking lot or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, that's kind of.
it's just weird
So
to me
they
how
were.
he
Aren't you
thinks.
supposed to go to someone's home when you Christmas carol, like, and sing into their door
Yeah, show up uninvited and
or their
then
window?
in their window.
Yeah, nah, I'm saying that's what they do, right? They sing into your window, into nice neighborhood windows.
No,
No, they what do they knock? They knock on your door and say, "Freeze,
they
you
don't.
gotta get back."
For you to jolly like it's a retirement party.
Yeah,
Oh, and they're not singing in the window either.
they knock on your door and then you open it and then there's just a bunch of people like singing at you.
Yeah, that's it. I'm just imagining, the small child trying to sleep, and there's six people singing in the window.
Yeah, so that's I don't get why he didn't go, why they didn't. So whose door did they knock on? Or did they just go to the movie theater?
No, they just met somewhere at the mall,
That's crazy.
and it was a big, big Home Alone moment. I know it was.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you got. I feel like I don't know why I feel like there's people like ice skating in this too. Like,
I mean, there's an ice skating rink around there. I don't know. They might have staged some
yeah,
people ice skating in there. I don't know. I just think that's the most wild protest they come up with, is to be singing Christmas carols.
so it was literally a protest.
Yeah, they called it a protest. Like you can't stop Christmas. Watch. And then they got together and they sang Christmas carols. I think they did it
Yeah,
twice too. They got shut down and then they came back and did it again. But yeah, it made me think about my favorite Christmas songs and like the Christmas songs that I grow up listening to. And then I ended up talking to a buddy of mine and found out that he has like a total different list of Christmas songs that he grew up with, So like I remember it would be like Run DMC, the Christmas and Hollis, right?
yeah,
Like then they had another Christmas song that was big, like Stevie Wonder, Jackson 5.
yeah.
Like all those, right? Those sound familiar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you're on the same wavelength, but I actually got a list from Cam, who's a listener nearby, about some of the Christmas songs. Yeah, shout out to Cam for the Christmas list. But he had one on here. He had White Christmas by Neil Diamond,
Yeah.
which I listened to, which was, I don't know how you turn White Christmas into like a weird Christmas song, but Neil Diamond made it pretty weird. But the second one on the list is this song, Dominic the Christmas Donkey. Which
Sounds crazy.
yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, we can't, I don't think we can play it on here for copyright reasons,
Cuts.
but yeah, it's too bad. But just to give you an idea, there are some donkey sounds. Like it's got that
Charlemagne the God type thing, or
what do you mean? Is he
Donkey
making,
of the Day, or
oh wow. I don't is that a thing that he does?
yeah,
Okay. Well yeah, there's somebody actually saying hee-haw, hee-haw in the song.
yeah, that's spot on. That's Charlemagne the God. Like when you do something bad for the week, you get Donkey of the Day, and it gives you a yeehaw.
A yeehaw, okay.
Or whatever a donkey does.
But I wanted to, I was going to ask you about some top Christmas movies. I wanted to see where your knowledge is at with Christmas movies.
Dang. Oh, we're doing a Q&A?
Yeah.
Like
No,
trivia type?
No, this is a trivia.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you 10 guesses to get 5 of these top 10.
Christmas Story. No, I'm just kidding.
Is that one of your guesses? Because I'm counting it.
Nah, I'm just saying. Go ahead.
All right, so you got 10 guesses. Top Christmas movies. Top grossing Christmas movies of all time.
Grossing Christmas movie?
Yeah.
Dang. Wait, I get 10 guesses to get
I'll give
the
you
number
5
one?
guesses to get 3. How about that?
5 to get... we'll go...
Wait, hold on. If you don't get 3...
Dang. If I don't get
if you don't get
3?
if you don't get 3, then you have to read my Squadcast name.
All right. Go ahead. All right, so I'm going to go... What's the Christmas Story?
Okay, so Christmas Story?
Yeah.
No, it's not on there.
That's not one of the top... Yeah, it is. I don't know what you
It's not. It's not on.
How are they not getting all this money and it ran 24 hours a day on Christmas?
That's probably why it's ran all the time, because it just doesn't cost any money. Next.
Christmas? The Godfather.
Next.
What? The Grinch or whatever.
Okay, there's one. The Grinch.
The Grinch. Hey, I don't even know Christmas movies like that. Iron Man.
Wrong. Yeah.
Iron Man has Christmas in it.
And
No, it does. Iron Man 3 has Christmas in it.
No.
So you're...
No,
Yes, it
that's
does.
it. Game over.
No, I want to recount. Iron Man 3 has Christmas in it.
So
Go back
what?
and watch the footage.
It's not-
So it's a Christmas movie. So does the Godfather.
it's
So I
still
actually
prob-
technically won.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not according to ScreenRant.com, which is the official
Yeah, right.
documenter of all Christmas movies. So, what's my name?
I'm not conceding to that. I feel like
okay.
I won.
Make another guess.
I already got 3. Another one. Christmas. Home Alone. Oh boy, I got it, huh?
Yeah, it was. It was Home Alone.
Dang.
Shout out to Dr. Titfart. In recent NBA news, the Brooklyn Nets played the Celtics the other day, right? And after the game,
Yeah.
Kevin Durant had
Actually, a good game.
a good game and impressive showing by the Nets. But Kevin Durant had a really interesting interview with Charles Barkley.
Before we get into that, Kevin Durant came back from an Achilles injury and put 20 plus points. That's a big time comeback. Like,
Well, he had well over 20 in both of those games, right?
yeah.
Yeah, like
And that's a
he's
big-
hasn't even skipped a beat at all.
Anytime someone comes back from it, Achilles, because I had that injury, I put them on a different level. So shout out to KD. But okay, so yeah, the interview after the game.
Yeah, interview after the game. We'll cut that in. Producer, cut that in.
You know, Kevin, there was talk about you coming back for the playoffs last year. So you really just been working on your game, trying to get back your timing and conditioning, really, to be honest, correct?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that happen before in an interview?
Yeah, come on, what? I you know what? KD's a sensitive dude. He's super sensitive,
He is a
man.
sensitive dude. Yeah.
He's super sensitive, and
Kyrie's weird. they're a weird.
Kyrie's weird.
Kyrie's been
KD's
burning
sensitive.
sage walking around the
DeAndre
court.
Jordan is weird.
Steve Nash is Canadian.
Steve Nash is Canadian. They have. I heard Amari Stoudemire was on the coaching staff. Is that true?
I don't know. I don't know anything that's going on.
Because I knew D'Antoni's on the coaching staff, but yeah, KD was. He was acting sad, man. He was like, no, yes. I'm sure they probably said something about him, and so that's why he was kind of acting.
Yeah, because didn't he have? Everybody was calling him like soft for a while when he went to Golden State. I feel like Barkley could have been in that camp.
Yeah, probably.
Which would make sense why Katie's still sad about about him talking like that.
But he's a superstar. He's got to get over that. That was kind of sad the way he reacted, and they and
he's got his head like under the towel. He's got his towel on.
Yeah. They were kind of going in on people because I think after the last game or whatever game, they went at Paul George.
They went on. Yeah, they came at Paul George like weird. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I mean, because he handled it better than KD.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, KD looked like he was about to cry. Like, damn, dude. Paul George handled it better. Paul George brought a lot of the stuff on to. I mean, they both did. Because Paul George hit the side of the backboard. They lost. He was going through all the mental issue stuff, and he vocalized it. And then he went at Doc Rivers, kind of.
Yeah.
Which the stuff was true. Like, he was not making any adjustments, but you don't say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, he brought a lot of stuff to himself, but he played good. And KD played good. They're both I think they're the only teams they're the both. I think they've both won 2 games. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I love watching those interviews that they do, especially those like Shaq and Barkley and Kenny Smith. They're not going to let that go. If there's like a weird, awkward moment like that, you know, like they don't.
Oh, no.
They don't just throw that away. They highlight that. You know.
Yeah.
When are you going to get a gaming console?
I don't know. What are we on? PlayStation 6?
PlayStation 5, and then the Xbox is all
Xbox One
mixed up. Yeah, Xbox One, X Series 10. There's all kinds of weird Xbox names, but yeah. When are you gonna get one? Because I'm getting PlayStation. I'm planning on getting PlayStation, and I just got 2K. But still, you
got the 2K for the PlayStation that you don't have?
No, I got 2K for PlayStation 4.
Oh, for the previous one. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why I don't.
Yeah, I don't know why
I don't do it. I don't play games. I might do it if the COVID thing extends, then I'll probably get a video game thing.
Speaking of extends, there's a game that is just coming out on PS5 called Cyberpunk 2077. And this game actually gives you the opportunity to choose your penis size. So if you had to customize your character on that Cyberpunk 2077 and you had to pick your penis size, which size would you choose?
Next question.
Just finished Mandalorian Season 2 yesterday, which I know you haven't watched Mandalorian, but what are your, what shows do you watch? Like, did you watch Game of Thrones? Did you watch, I know you didn't watch Mandalorian. Did you watch, you watched Breaking Bad.
I saw Mandalorian. I saw like a episode, half an episode of the Mandalorian.
You saw a half episode.
Yeah.
So you liked
it? No, I think I subscribed to Disney Plus for like a month, and I watched all the Marvel movies.
Trash.
And then I yeah, exactly. They're like all of them are like the highest grossing films of all time. Super trash. No, I watched all the Marvel movies, and then my trial was up. And I didn't renew it to see. I think it cut off like halfway through the Mandalorian. I was like, oh damn. Oh well. The last show I watched was I think it was Better Call Saul.
Did you finish the whole thing?
Yeah.
I couldn't get into it.
Yeah,
Pause.
You know why I like Breaking Bad a lot.
Okay.
I like Breaking Bad like most people. And my favorite character on there was Saul Goodman.
Saul Goodman, yeah.
So that's why I like Better Call Saul.
So did you watch any of the fantasy, like Game of Thrones or
Nah, I mean, I know there's like a dragon.
Yeah, there's like
and
a
there's
dragon.
like some lady, some dragon comes or something.
Yeah.
Pause. But I don't know.
You're not far off though. There's a lot of coming, and a lot of dragons.
What was the other one? The Walking Dead? I never saw that one. Did you see that one?
No. Well, I mean, I saw it, but I ran out of patience for it.
Pause.
Because it was just like every season, like they're trying to work their way up or escape someplace, and then it just gets worse every season, and then and then they start bashing each other's heads in with baseball bats, and it was a lot. It was too much.
So Better Call Saul, what's the one? Ozark. I like that one.
Okay, yeah.
Ozark.
Did you ever watch Harry Potter?
Nah, I never saw that.
No.
Never did the Harry Potter.
You're not with the abracadabras?
He said the abracadabra.
That's what always...
Lord of the Rings, I saw, I think, there's like probably like, what, 10 of them?
Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
There's 3.
Oh, no, there's way more.
Damn, 10? There's not 10 of anything.
There's like Lord of the Rings, there's like Lord of the...
Flies.
No, there's like
The Hobbit. The Hobbit.
Other ones. Yeah, there you go.
That's like,
there's like a couple of them,
10.
I think.
No.
Okay, there's probably at least 6. Yeah, pretty close. It's probably like 7 Terminators.
Yeah, maybe.
Lord of the Rings. I like some of the Lord of the Rings. But the abracadabras, I'm trying to think. What else is there? What other abracadabras are there?
That's what I always think of though. Like when people ask me if I've seen Harry Potter, it's like there's no violence. It's just the abracadabra.
Right.
It's
like I magically hurt you.
Yeah.
And I magically stab you.
Yeah, it's the kid that like when you used to play with other kids, like when pause. But like,
you mean when you're getting into a fight and he's actually trying to do magic and you're like, yo, I'm really about to like beat you. What are you doing? Like,
no, you had the one kid who was like, all right, we're gonna play Batman and all them, and then this kid's like, I'm Superman. You can't hurt me. I'm doing a Superman spell. Nope, my eyes are getting you now. Abracadabra. That's the same.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, yo, man, you got way too much imagination.
Yeah, you got
really
too many powers. Like,
yeah.
You got power for everything.
Yep.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Nah, he said the abracadabra. Nah.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna.
Nah, I don't know. I don't. Yeah, Game of Thrones. What was the other one? Walking Dead. That's the one with the choppers.
Choppers? What do you mean?
I don't know.
The motorcycles?
Yeah, is that?
No, that's Sons of Anarchy.
Okay. Oh, see, I can't. For some reason,
Sons of Anarchy. No, that show is trash. It's trash, dude. I was watching it. I was kind of into it, and then the more I watched it, I realized, like, why am I rooting for these guys? These guys are like the crystal meth dealing shithead, like, biker gang dudes. Like, I don't.
I mean, I
didn't want to root for those guys.
Whoa.
Plus, the main character was too fucking annoying. Like,
yeah, I never saw that.
Yeah, he was trash. It's trash. The whole show is trash. The spinoff is trash.
Narcos. I like Narcos. Did you watch?
I watched a little bit of it.
I liked those ones.
But
that's about it. I don't really do the shows that much.
Like, what do? You don't play video games. You don't watch Game of Thrones.
No, movies. I'm more of a movie person than an actual show person. So, like,
but these shows are like movies now. They're like an hour and a half.
Yeah, no, I understand. It's not like, I mean, yeah, I just rattled off like at least 5 that I've seen.
Yeah, you're right.
I haven't seen every single one.
Have you ever seen The Bachelor?
Wire. The Bachelor? That's a television show. That's like a
so is
network television.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not network television, though.
No, but it's a television show. Have you seen The Bachelor?
Nah.
What about The Bachelor?
I honestly don't know the premise of The Bachelor. I'm assuming it's just a bunch of girls trying to get a dude, right?
Yeah.
Or girls trying other way around.
Yeah, and then they switch back and forth.
So what do they go on dates and stuff, or is it like Flavor of Love with Flavor Flav, or
man, shout out to Flavor Flav. Yeah, they send this dude on, or female, whatever. They send him on dates with, I think it's like every different contestant every night, which is obviously a good way to build a relationship with somebody. Just send them on different dates with different people every night. No, but I don't know. I've seen some of those trash shows. Like, that's what I call it. I put it in that category of like just trash shows. That, like, 90 Day Fiancé is a trash show for sure. I've been watching this prison trash. That's what we call it. We just call the prison one violence.
What's the prison trash one about?
That one is that's 60 Days In. And so.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. No, I haven't seen it. I've seen it, like, the title.
Of course, you're like, I didn't watch it because
I skipped over.
I don't watch anything.
See, you can't paint that narrative. I literally probably have watched more movies than you. Literally, probably.
Yeah.
This is what I'm going with.
I disagree, but while you gonna name all the movies that you've watched?
I was gonna start with A, but I was gonna go with Z. Nah, I'm more, like I said, I'm more of a movie person. Like, I like movies instead of the shows, just because, like, time wise, if you don't, all right, so a full season is gonna be what? How many hours? Like 5 hours, 5 at least.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, depending on the show, whatever. So that's what I'm saying. I don't got 5 hours. I want to see the whole show.
You don't have 5 hours.
That's why a lot of people
over like 6 months.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to binge that's why a lot of people binge watch. They want to see the whole ending to the story.
Or want to watch it straight through like a movie.
Right. So that's why a lot of people binge watch. So I would probably end up being someone who binge watches. So that's why I don't really do the show thing.
Okay, so you watch all the movies. Except for Harry
All
Potter.
the movies? I don't know about that.
Except for all the Christmas movies that you couldn't name. Yeah, abracadabras.
Yeah. See, I watched Wonder Woman. You didn't. See, boom! I'm already one up on you right there.
Wait, so you finished Wonder Woman? You finished on Wonder Woman?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I watched the full movie.
I fell asleep.
You thought it was that boring, or you just?
No, I was tired and I was drunk, so.
It's a deadly combination.
Yeah, it was Christmas night. So I probably wasn't going to make it through it. Like, there's a good chance I wasn't going to make it. So I'll give it another shot, but I remember I tried watching Suicide Squad. I tried watching it 3 times. I fell asleep 2 out of the 3 times.
Dang.
Yeah, it was bad.
That good a movie, huh?
It was bad. So I'm going to watch Wonder Woman again, give it another shot, but I hope it's not going down on the list of bad DC movies.
I'm not gonna spoil it.
Okay.
But
did you like it though?
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I thought it was good for DC, yeah.
It's fair.
I'm not gonna diss DC anymore, but yeah. It was a good movie.
We don't diss anybody on this show anyways.
No, never.
So Big Sean just got named Creative, Innovative, Directive Specialist, and a few other names of the Detroit Pistons. Let's see exactly what it is.
I mean, whatever that
the
title
position is.
Do you think that comes with money? Do you think he gets money for that? Or they're just like, oh, we're going to label this?
Creative Director of Innovation. I can't imagine what that job actually is. Creative.
To me, it sounds like he's a brand ambassador of the Detroit Pistons.
How does that even work? Like a brand ambassador, who gets paid?
I don't know. I feel like he gets maybe some small salary or something, and in return he has to
shout out good events.
Yeah, shout out the Detroit Pistons on his album or something.
Man, I've been playing. I know we were talking about 2K, but I've been on that soundtrack for 2K, like the menu music. Damian Lillard has a few songs that are on it. Have you ever heard him rap before?
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, you like him? You think he's good?
You don't think he's good?
I'm just
no. I really want to.
I'm just curious.
No. I'm really curious. What your what do you think? He's not good?
I thought he was okay.
Well, because the consensus is every single person's like, who's the best athlete that raps, or who's the best like rapper or basketball player, and it's always Damian Lillard. Always.
Well, who else? Who else is even in there?
Shaq.
Oh God.
Shaq went platinum. Shaq went platinum twice.
He went platinum for what?
Twice.
Shazam.
Yeah, he went platinum twice. He had Biggie. He had Nas.
Damn.
Yeah, he went platinum twice. I'm not saying he was, spitting hot fire. I'm just saying he was.
Dylon.
Yeah, he made a platinum album.
But who else raps now?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Well, we're not counting J. Cole, I guess, right? The Game, like, are we counting those?
He's
dudes?
not an NBA player.
Yeah.
Oh, we're saying anyone who's picked up a basketball and dribbled it?
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there's really the only one that I can think of like a current player is
Master
Lillard.
P. Master P's
Oh,
got to
he's
be
in the
number
NBA?
one, right? He played in the NBA.
Did he really?
He played in the preseason. He made an NBA roster. You know that, right?
Oh, okay. All right.
I think he made it like twice or something like that.
Also on that NBA 2K menu music, I noticed a really familiar sample on one of the songs. Yeah, so if you're playing NBA 2K, you might notice that the music sounds a little bit similar to the Live from Ox City intro music theme song. That's because we use the same sample. There are no copyright infringement
On our
problems on our end. Yeah, we're all squared away. But yeah, I was sitting there playing it. I just got NBA 2K, and I'm like, I'm thinking that somebody's playing the podcast in the house because I start hearing the music, and then I realized that they just use the same sample on NBA 2K. So I thought that was good. If anything, right? Like it means good taste in the sample choice.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time someone's used the same sample. I mean, everyone uses the Isley Brothers.
Yeah.
What is it? Between the Sheets sample.
Yeah, like Weird Al.
Did he use that?
No, he did. Weird Al did the parody thing on "Trapped in the Closet." That's what it was.
Yeah.
That was
and
the
every
R. Kelly
other
one, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was R. Kelly, but we don't talk about him.
Those who we do not speak of.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember you came to school one time, and you were saying that about someone. And I was like, what's this dude talking about? Why does he keep saying that for this person? And then I saw the movie, The Village, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I made it more dramatic than I had to make it, I guess. But
yeah.
But it's a good term. Is that what it is? Those we do not speak of, or those?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Or those
Whatever.
they do not speak of, or those we do not speak of.
But there's also, I guess, there's a thing in Harry Potter that like the Voldemort dude, whoever that is, like you're not supposed to say his name, like he's Beetlejuice.
Medusa. Wait, Medusa was you can't look at her, right?
Yeah, you can't look at Medusa, and then Beetlejuice, you can't say the name.
Say his name 3 times, right?
Yeah.
No, that's Candyman. Oh, there's too much to keep up with.
Too much shit I can't say.
Yeah, nah, that was just funny when you said that without no one really knowing what you were talking about.
Yeah. That's usually the way that I like to do a lot of my humor is to do it.
It's only funny to you.
It's only to me. It's only funny for me, which I'm now realizing is not a good quality for a podcast.
What do you do if at the gym, say you're at the gym and you're working out and this dude just like looks at you and you guys catch eyes? What do you do?
I definitely stare back. I wait. Like, I'll wait to see if he moves off of it.
Okay, so you stare back, and then does he, like, obviously, they, like, look at something else, and then do you go back to that, or is just, like, it's a wrap?
Well, then I'm I'm aware of it now, and I'm, like, trying to look and find out, like, what's going on here. Like, why, why are we looking like that? But then I also don't want to give the wrong impression of that.
Exactly.
So it's a slippery slope.
See, you want to know my philosophy? I'm just never looking back again. This is like, nope, Not looking in that direction because you might be on some other stuff.
Have you ever been hit on before?
By a female? Yeah.
Nope.
No, I haven't.
That's not what I'm asking.
What are you asking?
Have you ever been hit on by a dude?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did it amount to anything?
Absolutely not. I don't roll like that. No. Shout out to all the gay people, but yeah, I just don't rock like that. It's to each his own, you know? Nah, I definitely looked the opposite direction. But on the other hand, say it's a female, what in your single days, what would you
Oh man. There's a video that I've seen recently, and it's a female who's like putting together this list of the types of dudes that she sees at the gym, like, or the ways that guys will interact with females at the gym. And like, I'm so on the side of I'm not trying to be weird that I'm like overly like, I'll do the same shit. I mean, well, I guess I'm thinking, before, back in the day, but still like, it's just, I'm trying not to be weird, because that's gotta suck. Like, if you're a female and you're just going to the gym and you're trying to work out.
Yeah.
But let's be clear, some are going there for the attention too. Like, that's a fact.
Okay, so if you're a decent looking female and you go to the gym prime time, I'm talking pre-COVID, post-COVID, 5:30, 7 p.m. and
you're hitting the Stairmaster.
It's a Monday night. And you're hitting the Stairmaster. Or Stairmaster or Stair, what is it called?
Yeah, Stairmaster. Right? Where you're like
you're
elevated, you're like 10 feet up in the air.
You're elevated in bright orange.
Yeah.
You might be, we know what's going on here. But if you're if you're just doing your thing, you're actually working out, whatever, at the same time also, man, it must suck sometimes because
yeah.
There's just a lot of dudes.
Every rep, and you just look up, and there's this one, at least one dude staring at you, in the mirror too. Like,
but not only that, I'm seeing, if you go during that time, you're seeing the douchebags. You're seeing I'm just trying to be politically correct.
Yeah, that'll work, I think.
You're seeing the main dictionary term of that.
Basically, the dudes who are yelling when they do a rep, when they do something.
Oh yeah. Oh,
the same dudes. That's who we're talking.
That's like, yeah, of course, they're yelling. Yeah, they're definitely yelling. It's ridiculous. But man, you see the craziest pickup lines right before your eyes sometimes.
And yeah, what is it? It's the car crash, like in slow motion type thing,
You witness it right there. It's actually pretty amazing sometimes.
Yeah. That's a whole, it's a whole like ecosystem in itself, like how to operate and move around and navigate that space of.
The dude who brings his girl to the basketball court / gym is in the same family. He's a distant relative of that dude.
Yeah, they're of the same classification.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, if you're a female listening and you have any input on how you navigate that life at the gym, of how to just like trying to get through your workout and not get interrupted or just creeped on, please let us know, because I'm sure people, there must be stories every single day. Like if you're a female that goes to the gym every single day you're gonna leave with
The
some
best
kind of
part
weirdo
is after that dude gets hit with the pump, and then he has to go back to the gym the next day and see her again. And again and again. It's like, dang.
But some dudes stick with it, and they'll be that dude.
Man.
They'll border on harassment, on border on restraining order type situation.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, man, dude checks into the gym and you could just see it is like on the lookout, on the prowl. And
then he sees the girl on the Stairmaster.
Yeah, it's just good it's just good stuff to watch in between sets and in between your workouts. It's great comedic relief. Pause.
You know what's funny is that guy never gets that girl. Like the guy who, at least I haven't.
I won't say never. But
that girl's not going for that guy. That the yeller guy.
It's rare. I would say it's rare, but some females are into that. I think. I don't know. I mean,
I guess.
There's got to be, right? There's got to be some females that are interested in the dude who's yelling at the top of his lungs.
I mean, I guess dudes, they do it that for a reason.
Yeah.
And I hope it's not to impress other dudes, because it's not. Have you ever shit your pants in public before? You got any stuff? Anything?
Yeah, let's talk about the barbershop.
Barbershop?
Yeah, we didn't even talk about the barbershop. I put it on there like 4 weeks in a row, and you're like, nah, fuck this shit.
There's nothing on there for this one.
I know, not this week. Last week we did.
You just edited it now. That's why it's on there. It's bullshit.
No, I had that shit for 2 weeks straight, or 1 week and then another week.
All right, barbershop, go. What is it?
Barbershop. Barbershop, hurry the fuck up. I don't want to listen to this shit. What is it? Go. Have you ever had to find a new barber?
Yeah. I haven't had a barber for the last 6 years because I've been in the military, and you have to live by those standards, so it hasn't really mattered for me, but I'm kind of in that process now. I have a barber, we have a barber that we've gone to before, but yeah, I've looked around and I've seen people look for barbers, and I know it's a stressful thing. You're trusting your hair to somebody, like a stranger, if you have to find a new barber.
Yeah. It's so weird because you gotta. I mean, I've moved up a couple of times, so finding the new barber thing is a thing. So you gotta basically either know someone who lives there, get a recommendation, and then you go up in there. And if you don't have a specific barber, man, it's tough. Because you sit there and you're like, this dude's just messing up this guy's cut, so I'm good. And then all right, so you walk in a barbershop and there's the always dude who's like, you need a cut?
Yeah, the guy who bum rushes you at the door.
Yeah, he's not.
And then if you say yeah, then all the other barbers are like, oh.
Yeah, but not only that, they're like, yeah, this guy doesn't care. He doesn't care who cuts him. Kind of deal. So they're like, yeah, whatever. But always that's an indication this guy doesn't have clientele.
Yeah.
So it's kind of it's how soon do you need the cut? How desperate are you? And then you don't want to be disrespectful to the person, so you almost gotta know who. You almost have to get the recommendation. or else you're
Yeah.
disrespecting this guy who's super hyped to get you a cut.
But usually, I mean, no offense to that guy if you're listening, but usually, like, it's kind of a clown, goon type dude, right?
Yeah, he's kind of like, yeah, it's a reason he doesn't really have clientele like that.
Yeah,
yet.
he's the guy that when he tells his family and friends that he's cutting people's hair, that they're like, oh, really? Like, you are?
Dang.
People are putting you in charge of their hair?
Nah,
That guy.
they're not doing that. They're basically like, wow, good job.
You know who it is? Who, like, remember in Lion King, there's the 3 hyenas? He's
no.
Ed. He's that one. He's the one with his tongue flopping out of his mouth all the time. You know, like,
Okay.
there's Whoopi
He's
Goldberg.
he's
and
the
then there's
idiot
another one.
hype.
Yeah. Like his eyeballs are going the opposite way, and like his tongue is falling out of his mouth. That's the guy who's waiting to cut your hair when you walk into the barbershop.
I've actually gone into some barbershops and didn't like the vibe of the shop right when I stepped foot in, and I just walk right
You
there.
just walk out.
Yeah, that definitely happened a couple times. Like, I hate this song. Like, and just walk right out, or it's just, oh, this is a salon, and then you just walk right out. It's like, I don't know. It's just
If you walk in and there's arguing, are you leaving or staying?
no, you gotta stay.
That's what I'm saying.
Pretty much have to stay.
If there's arguing, you're like, okay.
Okay, what are they talking
Check.
about?
Yeah.
That check, and then you also like look at the cuts. You look at their cuts. You look at some sneakers. You look at what's on the wall, too.
What's on the TV?
What's on the TV? But yeah, what's on the TV? But also, what are the like posters on the wall?
Yeah.
If there's like a big, Donald Trump, it's like nah.
And they're only doing bowl cuts.
Yeah, exactly. Or if there's if there's a Tupac, then it's like, okay, I'll stay a couple more seconds.
If you
So
see
it's
Mark Davis in the chair, you're taking off. The Raiders owner.
oh yeah. Yeah, he's got a bowl cut for sure.
His shit is crazy.
That's crazy. He's probably asked for the same thing at the barbershop forever for his whole life.
I heard that he has a barber that he either travels he travels pretty far to go to, or he like flies this guy in to cut his hair like that.
It's crazy. He
does that
travels
on
with
purpose.
is scissors and a bowl. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, one time I went to a shop in Miami, and this dude.
Miami.
Yeah, Miami, and this guy. It was just me. It was two barbers, and there was two clients in the chair, and the dude. This was a recommendation, so I was like, all right, I'll wait for this guy, and it was like a Spanish barbershop, and the dude getting his cut from the guy that I was gonna go see, his girlfriend was sitting on the chair next to him. And so he's like, yo, I got you next. I'm like, all right. So then he finally finishes, and he's standing up, and the barber like signals to me like, you ready? And so I stand up, like about to walk over there, and the dude's not about, he hadn't paid yet. And he's like, all right, how much is it? And he's like, in Spanish, he's like, 25. He's like, 25? The dude went nuts. He's like, 25? And he's like, for what? And he got like the Miami two top button, open shirt, chest hair out, like stylist cut.
Okay, so he got like
He got the Miami like papi chulo cut.
Like the skin fade.
Yeah, but like long hair, and like it was a stylist type of deal.
Okay.
So what he wanted was he was trying. He basically probably always goes to a stylist, and he was trying to get the discount or whatever, and go to this dude. I don't know what he was doing, but this dude argued him down, and they took
what,
it to the
20?
front. No. He didn't. I think he ended up paying less or whatever. But they took it to the front. They pointed at the sign, the chart. You know the chart that, oh, this is how much this is.
Yeah,
this
if
is
you
how
get
much
the
this-
beard trim or whatever.
Yeah, he took it to that, and they were like, "Look, it's this."
Wow.
His girl was sitting there the whole time, and
Just
so
embarrassed.
they both go. They both go to the front. I'm still standing there in front of the chair, and his girl's basically just standing like across from me, and they're at the front arguing, and I'm just looking at her like, man, you must be embarrassed as hell. and she's just sitting there like she's probably embarrassed, and the owner was cut in. The owner was the other dude cut in, and he was just like, yo, get out of my shop, like don't ever come back here, it's $20, don't ever come back here, I'll pay the rest for him or whatever. Like he fronted he paid the extra $5. It was like, man, he's like, don't ever come here, man, if you don't got money to pay your haircut, don't come here. And his girl, he's like, come on, babe. And the girl just got up and left. I'm like, yo, man.
He was like, come on, babe, let's go to 24-hour fitness. I'll show you how good I am at basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And then he ended up he ended up probably going back to the shop and I'm playing. But
Wearing
no,
the disguise,
he had a disguise.
nose and glasses thing.
But yeah, man. I was like,
Yeah,
wow, this is crazy.
It's
things
funny.
people do.
It's fun to watch the person that's with the person who's causing a scene.
Yeah.
You know, like, because it's either they're used to it, like, oh, they do this all the time, or they're like, they never do this. I don't know what's happening right now, you know, or they're jumping in with them.
Yeah, she was. It seemed like she was super embarrassed, so she's probably used to it, maybe.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. Or she was just chilling. She was just on her phone, so it was like she's like used to it.
Yeah, she's already got like, she has books on tape to read for that.
Yeah.
Thing.
Audio
No, but there was a time that I went to a brewery up in like Santa Maria. We went to this place, and there was me and a couple other guys. We sit down at the table, and then the table next to us is a guy and his wife or girlfriend. And the guy was like, he was a big dude, and he looked like he was wearing some kind of construction stuff, like he just got off work. But so this guy goes outside, and I think there's like a smoking area outside. So the guy goes outside, and then he comes back and sits down, and he 100% dragged a fart in with him. So like, it was so bad to where like we were sitting at the table next to them. And I'm looking at the guy, like trying to make eye contact with him. Like, I know what you did. I know you brought that in here.
Wow.
And so it ends up happening. Like, he looks and he sees me looking at him, and then
He winked.
and then he kind of like he kind of laughed, and then I said something about like, I know that was you.
Damn.
But
Man.
it smelled so bad. It was like, it was heavy. It was thick.
Pause. Jesus Christ. Man.
But so his wife or girlfriend, whoever, she goes to the bathroom. Like, she gets up mad. Like, she's mad that he farted so bad. And she goes to the bathroom. Oh, that's when it was that I talked to him. That she got up and she went to the bathroom, and so he was sitting there by himself And I was looking at him, and then he said something, and then I was like, I know that was you. And then his girlfriend came back and sat down, and she was like, she sat down, as you could tell, she's still mad because it still smelled. And so he just ate ate the rest of his food real quick, and they left.
Wow. That's sad. That's sad.
You imagine how bad that is, that you ruined your night out with your significant other with a fart. And she's like, you ruined tonight. We're going home. And then she has to take this big, fat, disgusting dude home who just farted all over this restaurant. So, shout out to that dude, wherever you are. I know you're probably listening somewhere.
Yeah.
What do you do when you have to fart in public?
When I have to fart in public, I go to the restroom like normal people.
That's not normal.
Okay. So you just crop dust?
Every day. I do it every day.
I mean, but you work outdoors. You're with a bunch of...
Yeah, I do. But still, I mean, even like at the store, you just go in the grocery store, you go in the deli section or the butcher, the meat section. It's cold. It already smells like meat and fish. You just do it there. So you're telling me that you go to the bathroom?
Yeah, that's what I do. Yep. That's what I was taught when I was young. It's crazy, right? Crazy concept.
Yeah. I don't know. No. You are definitely in the minority there. Come on, people don't go to the bathroom to fart.
I mean, I'm not saying I've never farted, but
I know, but like just out somewhere.
it's not something I do on a regular, and definitely not. No. You saw Mike Tyson smokes like $40,000 worth of weed every month.
Doesn't he have like his own dispensary?
I don't know. Probably. I heard it. Well, he has his own ranch,
Yeah, I knew that he got like,
Tyson Ranch. I'm sure something about weed like is involved with that.
yeah, he's been all about weed for
Yeah,
a few years now.
that's what's changed him too. Like, not be
So terrifying.
old. Yeah,
I mean,
but
he's still terrifying, but
yeah, for sure.
so
But
he goes through $40,000.
I think that's what he said. I read that somewhere, that he, it could be real, it could be fake, but I think
I could believe that.
$40,000.
I mean,
that's what.
He also has his own podcast, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, he's, money's not an issue, of course, but if he's like enjoying his life, 40,000.
That's like almost $500K, I think.
I wonder how much of that gets like donated though.
Oh, the weed?
Yeah, like I'm sure he gets
Yeah, that's
people
true.
just supply him.
Hey, Mike. Yeah.
I wonder if
Yeah,
he's just super high on the podcast.
Yeah, he's smoking during the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
You think he did the Roy Jones fight high?
He said he did.
He said he did?
I think he said that he smoked before he smoked before the fight.
Oh, wow.
But I don't know. I wonder how much, you know what I mean? Like, that's pretty extreme. Maybe early in the
tolerance is real high. Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe earlier in the day, and then his tolerance is up there, and I don't know. But he's not in the.
He's not hot boxing
the room
before he comes out.
Like right before his ring walk. And they're like, man, look at all the smoke and mist from his
his entrance.
Pre-fight entrance, and it's really his smoke. Wiz Khalifa performed. He's like supplying him all this weed.
Yeah, I bet you he gets all kinds of donations.
Yeah,
or sponsorships. Like for weed type shit. His life has turned into a pretty cool old guy.
Yeah, for sure. He's that life, novelty dude, like not novelty, but like he's that legacy act type of vibe. Who do you think who are the top 3 weed guys?
Yeah. Seth Rogen used to be like one of the top guys, but now I just see him post stuff about pottery. Like it seems like all he does is pottery now. Like he just makes little clay pots. But yeah, it was definitely him. I mean, it's always been Snoop, right? Like Snoop has always been the guy, Yeah, Snoop, I mean, Cheech and Chong were like the old dudes back in the day.
You want to go old school for sure.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's anything. Wiz Khalifa's up there now.
That's another guy who I feel like to be in that category, you have to have a dedicated employee for rolling joints. Like I think Snoop has that dude. I think Eddie Murphy has that dude too.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, so you got to have that I don't know who that guy is. I'm sure it's just a friend, I guess, right? Like some dude
like,
that they came up with.
I wonder who the highest paid blunt roller or whatever is. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Like it's probably one of Snoop or Wiz's people.
Do you think that you could do that? Like if somebody that you knew like blew up and they're like, I just want you to just roll joints. Like I'll give you $100,000 a year.
No, you're taking that from. That's a certain type of person that's doing that. You're not. Snoop isn't like, hey, bro, hey, like equal.
Yeah.
Roll my blunts.
He's getting all the peasants.
Yeah, he's not.
On the trash.
It's a certain type of person. Yeah,
a goon, right?
Nah, you can't even have a goon do it. I mean, if he's a goon / blunt weed roller.
He's a dual role.
He's got dual roles. That's a tough, because because both take a lot of time and effort.
Being a goon and being a joint roller.
Yeah. Although nowadays, I don't think Snoop is really in that lane anymore that he was in the 90s and whatnot.
You talking about like the smoking lane?
No, I'm saying like to really be on high alert with the bodyguards and stuff. I'm sure he's always got to be aware, but it's not like he was, when they had the Tupac.
Yeah, like he's got all the death row rolling around with him or whatever.
I'm trying to think, who else is there? There's Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's up there now.
Yeah, as a weed guy.
Yeah.
I think it's Rogan, maybe.
Okay.
Chappelle kind of was that guy, but
I was about to say.
anymore, I guess.
Yeah. I was about to say Chappelle. Man, there's not many.
Yeah. I wonder if it's going to become more, like once it becomes federally legal.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to have more people who are willing to kind of like advocate for it or to be that guy, like that guy won't be the kind of like taboo thing,
And you have your more like niche weed guys, but I'm saying national superstar type people. Those are pretty much all there is with the as far as weed guys.
Yeah, they're not doing it yet. Like for whatever reason, I think
because that's a lane.
Some industries like the weed thing.
Yeah, like I'm the high all day, all night guy, and like, cause there's people like Cookies dude, Burner from the Bay Area. There's Currency from New Orleans. Like they're rappers or whatever, and they're like, that's their thing, but they're not Snoop Dogg. They're not Mike Tyson.
Yeah, you see like some musicians that like basically eat off being the weed guy.
Yeah.
Because that just means like the concerts just become
Cypress Hill.
Yeah.
Like they're like in the weed like community. They're up there,
like
whatever.
They're like godfathers.
Right.
They're
right.
always royalty in that community.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good lane. Like
Redman.
There's there are things that like if you are willing to tap into it, then it's a steady paycheck. Like what's the guy's name? Darius Rucker. The guy who was Hootie and the Blowfish. He was in that band before, the black dude.
Okay. Uh-huh.
But now he just goes by Darius Rucker, and he's only country musician. And as far as I know, I think he's like the only black dude that I've seen playing country music like that. But I see that guy and I think like, damn, he's smart. He got to it. Like he got that
one
spot.
Of one.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Eminem took that spot, like after Eminem, like you were just kind of like trying to be Eminem. Like now, like if you're not Darius Rucker, like you're just trying to be like him, Yeah. He slid into a pretty nice little situation being the black country dude.
Hey, good for him.
I bet you he cleaned up on Trump rallies. Him and Lil Wayne. I know Lil Wayne, they paid Lil Wayne to do one Trump rally, and he was like showed up and he did it. I don't know if he knew what he was there for, but he just knew that he was getting a check. So like he showed up, but
yeah. You see Kawhi go down? Get a bloody nose and all that?
No.
Last game on Christmas?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Is that, so what, that's why he left the game? Because he got a...
Yeah, he got elbowed in the face, or in the chin by Serge Ibaka.
Oh, his teammate?
Yep, he went down, like... To me, it seemed like he just got hit by, like, a left hook. Like, straight to the jaw. Like, because his legs gave out. But then he was bloody, and I was like, oh... So they said like he needed stitches or whatever. He probably got a concussion. Maybe not a concussion. He probably just got knocked out and got a good hit to the jaw. It was like his elbow, like perfect elbow to the jaw.
There's got to be some kind of concussion protocol in the NBA too, right?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, he didn't return to the game. I mean, because he was bleeding and he needed stitches or whatever, but I mean, it looked pretty crazy.
Have you ever gotten knocked out?
I got not knocked out, but knocked down. Yeah. Yeah, I got knocked down. Knocked out.
But you've never been like knocked unconscious
like
before?
Unconscious? Nah.
No. I did one time at what was it? It was like recess or whatever. We were
Really?
playing. Yeah, it was like I was just standing there, and then somebody, like this big fat kid, was running, and then somebody bumped me in front of the big fat kid, and then the big fat kid just ran right into my back, and then I just like remember just waking up on the ground. I remember waking up.
He sat on you?
No. He just like ran. He ran into me. He ran into me, and just like he was just so fat that he had so much weight that he knocked me out.
Wait,
and then
hold on. He's so fat that his belly knocked you out.
No, just imagine like a big fat kid running fast, and then, somebody pushed me in front of this big fat freight train of a kid.
Did he stomp on your face or something?
He just ran into me hard. Like,
he ran into you hard and you got knocked out. He didn't punch you. He didn't.
No, he just
how did you get knocked out?
You
got knocked down.
No, I got knocked out, unconscious. It was just like, maybe it was like whiplash or something like it.
Oh,
you see it in football.
Yeah, someone hits them and they tackle them.
Yeah, it was the same thing, but without the tackling. It was big fat 300-pound junior high school kid running, and then ran into me. But I remember coming to, and like the campus supervisor was just like standing there looking terrified, like, oh shit, this kid's dead, or this kid's knocked out, like, what do I do? Yeah, so shout out to that fat kid
whose belly knocked you out.
Yeah, who was able to run fast enough to knock me out.
Yeah, this sounds kind of crazy, but man, I'm glad you're okay. I remember I almost got into a fight with a way older kid, but I ended up getting out of it because I got roasted him. So he was like a bully, like a old school, like no sugarcoating.
Hold you upside down.
He was that type of dude.
Change out of your pants.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. That type of dude. And I was maybe 3rd grade. He was probably 8th grade or whatever. Like, it was a crazy difference. Probably maybe three grades, whatever. But he was like older for sure. And he was like, I don't know. The only thing I remember was me saying, yo, you're mad old. Like, you're way older than us. Why are you picking on us? Like, you're lame for doing this. You're trash. You're going to pick on someone that's way younger? Man, I feel bad. Like, it was one of those vibes. And he just, like, fell back and walked away or something. But I was about to get, like, knocked out by the kid. I remember that. Like, man. And I just, like, leaned into, like, yo, you're trash for doing this.
Oh, at least if I get knocked out, like, I'm...
Yeah, like, I save face because you're way older.
A bad look.
So I had to just basically preface that,
Yeah.
And then he ended up, like, just falling back, and he realized it. So shout out to him. He was a reasonable bully.
Yeah, but he peaked in junior high, so, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, so take that shout out back.
What's your favorite type of roommate that you ever had?
Oh,
like, what's a good roommate, like, type of person?
I'll tell you who is not a good roommate.
Oh, okay.
Anybody who puts a fleshlight in your drawer is not a good roommate. So when I was doing my school stuff for the military, we got put in rooms where we'd have a couple of roommates. And so I joined older. Like, I was, I think, like 25 when I joined. And so, like, I joined, and at the same time, there's like 18, 19-year-old kids, who you're kind of just throwing in the same place with, because it doesn't matter what age you are. So I have these two roommates who are both, I think, under 21, and one of them has a fleshlight. And which, you know, whatever, that's fine. Like, you got to do what you got to do. But he thought that it would be funny to put it in my drawer, like on top of my clothes and my stuff. So, like, he thought that would be funny to do to a grown man who is living in his room. So I found it and I... What? Oh. So I found it and I asked who did it, like why it was in there, and he laughed. He's like, oh, I was just joking. Ha 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 ha. So, you know, I kind of just like swept it under the rug and was like, okay, whatever. Like, I'll remember that. So then I waited for later when he was playing video games and he's sitting there, he's playing PlayStation, and I just look at my other roommate who was in there, and I just held my hand up against my face and I just went and breathed nice warm air on my hand, and I slapped the shit out of this kid while he was sitting there playing PlayStation. And he turned around, he had tears in his eyes.
You gave him the victory slap?
Oh, if it was a closed hand, I would have knocked his ass out. Like,
Yeah, that's impressive.
yeah, it was
When you do that.
Yeah, it was full extension, like everything into it. So yeah, don't do that to an adult if you have an older roommate. But other than that, I've had some interesting roommates. You know, I've had, you know, another one of my roommates who's just like the dirtiest person that there ever was. This dude used to just eat blow pops, like, for his diet.
Blow pops. Those are the little,
like the suckers,
candy.
the candy sucker, the candy things. Like, if we were out of food, like, he would just have the box of blow pops next to us and just be eating them. Like, not even sucking on them, pause. Like, he'd be just crunching them. Like, just crunch them and swallow it. Like, there's gum. It's supposed to be, you know, like, chew the gum at the end. But, like, nope, he would just chew it and eat them.
How many of these? Where is he? First of all, where's he going? Is it at Costco's?
Yeah, I think so. Because it was like a box. It was like the Halloween size box.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was wild, like the type of the lazy shit that this guy would do. This guy had a recliner, and he would put the recliner direct center in front of the TV, even though it wasn't like, you know, like there's other people trying to sit in there, but the recliner was just like directly in front of the TV. So like it was in the way of the door. So like if you're trying to walk into the door to the apartment, the door would hit the recliner. Like you would have to kind of squeeze through and walk in sideways.
Sounds amazing.
This is the same guy who had like a fungus in the kitchen, in the, the kitchen sink that was there so long that he named it.
Okay. I don't want to get into this. I don't want to get into the fungus. So I'm just going to stop right there.
Yeah. No, but it's, you have no idea how in tune you get to seeing what makes somebody lazy. Like I noticed that this guy would only get 2-liter bottles of soda, and he would take the 2-liter bottles of soda and drink that over at the couch. But he would get the 2-liter bottle of soda so that he didn't have to get up and go back to the sink or to the refrigerator. Yeah. It's
wow.
Bad. He would.
That's intuitive. He
would, instead of throwing like meat or stuff like that in the trash can, like if he's cooking or whatever and have extra food, instead of throwing that in the trash can, everything went down the garbage disposal. So that if you fill up the trash can, then you actually have to take it out. So everything would just go down the garbage disposal. So the garbage disposal would always break, and be, like be fucked up because he's just putting like pounds of meat in there.
And fungus would grow.
This was also the dude that every time he take a shower, gotta smoke a cigarette in the bathroom while the shower is running before he gets in the shower. So he's taking a shit, smoking a cigarette, running the shower, then gets in the shower, and then that's like the whole process.
Sounds heck.
And when we went to move the couch that we had, we went to move it out when we were leaving that apartment. Moves the couch, and on his side of the couch, roaches just come running out of the couch. They're living in his chair, and they just came running out.
Wow. That's, man.
Yeah, so shout out to him. You know who you are, you dirty piece of shit. If you're listening, I hope you don't do that shit anymore, because that was wild.
Roach King. I never had a Roach King live with me. Man, yeah, I can't. Dang. I had to put someone out, but.
What do you mean? You made somebody sleep outside?
No, I like they didn't pay their end of the deal.
Oh wow, like a friend, right?
Nah, it wasn't a friend. It was like someone who did like.
Damn, if you're listening, if you thought you were a friend, you're not. You just heard that.
Nah, they know they're not a friend. It was one of those deals where it was like a friend co-signed them to come over and like, hey, can I spend the weekend? Like, can I chill here for the weekend? I'm about to go back home. Like to my other city, like that I have a flight to go home. But it was a what do you call it? A boarding pass or whatever. It's like one of those.
Oh, like they didn't actually have the.
They didn't have a date. They didn't have a date, but like they could just go in. You know what I mean? With the boarding pass, I think that's how it works. And like if there's an open spot or whatever, they can get on the flight. Type of deal. And but so that weekend turned into like a couple weeks, and I was like, all right, it's coming up on a month. And then I think at a month, I think at maybe like 3 weeks or 2 weeks, I was like, all right, so this is a month type of deal. And I said, you got to pay. Like, you got to pay some money for,
You didn't say like you have to get out. You said you have to pay money.
I was basically like, you got to pay for the month. You've been here for a month. If you're going to be here for a month, you got to pay for the month. Like, you know? So then at the month, I put all his stuff outside. I put all his stuff outside.
Like you were his girlfriend and he cheated on you?
Nah, I put all this stuff outside, and I had another roommate who was the co-signee of the person. So it was like he was like the one who brought him over or whatever. It was like, hey, like he's cool, he's a cool dude, like he's just gonna chill for like the weekend or whatever. And then a weekend turned into a week to a month, whatever. So then that's why I
cannot imagine you living with a stranger.
No, so look, so I went I left for like I flew to California for like a week or something like that. And then I came back. This was Arizona. And I went back and he was still there. He was still there. I'm like, nope. I didn't get that alert on my Chase account saying, the money
of a transfer.
Yeah. So I put all his stuff on the balcony. It was the first floor balcony or whatever. First floor, what do you call it? Is it a balcony on the first floor?
Yeah, no, patio.
And put all his stuff there. And then, and he couldn't find.
How much stuff do you have?
It was nothing. It was like 2 bags. And it was already packed up, like kind of. He was living out of a suitcase, literally.
Was it one of those, like the stick with the bag on the end?
stick with the blanket that's wrapped up on
the wrapped up blanket with the handkerchief thing. That's the stupidest luggage I ever seen.
What? Come on, man.
Come on, that's a classic.
That's a classic. Don't you disrespect that hitchhiker move? So there's one in the book. So like, look, he comes back to the spot. He picked his stuff up. I don't know how he got there because the balcony was on the back of the house.
I don't know how you're going to get your shit, but here it is.
He ended up getting it. And I wasn't there. And then one day he was upset. And my friend, was like, hey, he's going over there. He's mad. He's mad that he doesn't have his iPod. I'm like, all right. I don't care. Come over. So he knocks on the door. Bang, 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 bang. So he's just like, where's my iPod? No. I unlock the door. I see it's him. I unlock the door, go back to sitting down to watching TV. And he's pacing back and forth looking for his iPod. And he's like, I need my iPod. I'm like, I don't know where it is. And so he looks for like, he's pacing back and forth. You can tell he's like mad, and he probably like talked a bunch of stuff to whoever he was with before, like he's gonna kill me or something.
Yeah, like he's gonna.
And so I'm sitting there changing the channels, and then he basically was like, I'm gonna need my iPod today. I'm like, what? So I stood up and I was like, what? And then he just like, we just stood there for a little bit. And he's like, I don't know. I don't remember what he said, but no punches were thrown or anything like that. But he just left. And that was the last I ever saw of him.
You didn't find any roaches come out of his chair?
Nah, for sure, no. That I would have probably sprayed him with some roach repellent. Nah, I can't not deal with that. But yeah, that was the worst roommate I ever had. That was the worst.
Shout out to that guy.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a interesting roommate.
Have you had that many roommates? I feel like you're
that's the thing.
Solo.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not, because I'm pretty like, I like to be neat or whatever, and
yeah,
you know, I like to like pay my rent on time. I like to do things like that. So I like to.
You're neat, no pets, no decorations.
Now pets are welcome. Decorations for sure. Let's see what else.
I'm saying
I also don't like
a serial killer kind of lifestyle.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Because of what? Because I don't have a pet?
No, because you hate dogs. You don't have.
I don't know why you keep going every time with this narrative. But go ahead. I hate dogs. Go ahead.
The dog thing, the plain, decor.
Plain?
Like airplane? It's just, you don't have plain. You never have anything up.
You're crazy. I got artwork, Basquiat, I got plants. What are you talking about?
Basquiat? What is that?
Exactly. So you don't know what you're talking about. I got decor. I have a sense of decorum, and I got decor.
Okay. Well, your food pictures look like what your apartment looks like.
Just it's a picture of food. What are you talking about?
Because it's just
that's another reason I don't have that I don't have a roommate. It's because I don't like people like eating up all my food.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
I mean, they don't have to eat your food though. They could eat their own food.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. No, but I'm right there with you. Like, I would much rather. Like, I enjoyed living by myself much more than I did whenever I had roommates. You know, like whenever I had, like.
I remember he told me when you didn't have a roommate, you went for a long time without speaking.
Oh my God.
And you remember,
Love that.
and you
I miss
said
those days.
and you said that you went so long without speaking that it was like a week without speaking, and you just yelled because you didn't say anything.
That's the type of shit that you can get into by yourself when you live alone. You don't. Yeah.
What?
Living alone, like, man, I've done shrooms by myself.
Did you get scared by yourself? You're like, and you run into the closet and no
Not
one's
really,
there.
no, because I've always had a dog because I'm not a psychopath.
What do you think about, like, okay, did you ever copy people in school?
Oh yeah, definitely. Not like I would copy, but I would change it around. I spent more time moving everything around and making it look like my own than I probably would have if I would have just done the
work,
assignment
right?
itself.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
Okay, what about... All right, so here's the problem. Some of you people would not let people copy. I don't understand it.
PSA.
No, I'm saying, don't you think... You're not letting me copy? You're not letting someone copy? I'm letting anyone
I was that
copy.
guy. I was that guy a couple times.
See, I can't...
If it was the right
I can't
person,
fuck with you. How the hell? Why? I'm
because
letting
if it's this goon right here who's like, who I don't like, and he's like, oh please let me copy it, or
that's different though. You're not, but that's
I'm
that's
like,
totally
eat
different.
shit.
Yeah, no, that's totally different. That's like, oh, can I borrow a penny that I have $1.99 and I need one more penny to buy this soda. Like, you're doing that to anyone except the person who you got beef with. That's different. I'm saying just anyone, just a random person who's neutral.
Oh, who you're not like.
Like, you may not even talk to them. You may not even fuck with them. Yeah.
If it's not gonna compromise me, like if I'm not putting my neck out for that person.
Okay. So, let me paint the picture. You're taking a what's the thing? Scantron. Remember those?
Yeah.
Scantron, a multiple choice test, and you're just like the person next to you, you see them copying off you. Are you letting them or no?
Yeah, I am for the most part.
Like,
I'll even move it over like a little bit closer,
See, that's why we're friends. But what?
That's why we are. But
no, hold on. But if it's someone that you don't mess with.
If you're somebody that I don't mess with,
okay, yeah, that
I'm covering it up, or like,
yeah,
or I'm raising my hand and I'm telling on you.
Oh man.
No. So you just let anybody copy?
Anybody. Why? Why be so...
Even a goon?
A goon, even someone, and like, why? Why not? What's it gonna cost you?
Because it's fun watching bad things happen to people sometimes.
Man, I remember one class that I had. I was copying a dude. He was to the right of me, and to the left of me, the dude was copying off me. So we were just copying each other. It's part of life. So it's at that moment. Hear me out. It's at that moment where you realize if you're gonna be a stand-up dude, or if you're gonna be just someone who's like, nah, I'm gonna be selective with this generosity.
But you're also you're sending a message.
What message?
If you're trash, then you don't get it. Like, you don't get.
Yeah, I'm saying if you're a sworn enemy, then yeah, it's
no, not even a sworn enemy.
If you're someone who's
like a trash dude, if you're a trash dude, like you're not getting the life jacket, like.
Nah, see, that's not for me to That's not for me to
You're not
decipher.
You're not
I'm not the one. I'm not the
judge,
I'm not,
jury, and executioner.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna judge you off being trash. I'm not judging you off being someone who's, for lack of a better term, a fuckboy. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not judging you off that. If you
I am.
Listen, if you need help from me to come up, I'm not a genius. So if you want to copy of me, so be it. Like,
You know who I am? I'm Joaquin Phoenix in Gladiator, where he's like standing.
Yeah. He was a jerk
they're
in
like,
that movie. What did he do?
and he's doing the thumb thing, and then he says no, and then they all, like, if you're scrambling at before homework gets passed in, and you're like, please let me copy yours, and I stand there with my hand waiting to make the decision.
I remember
Thumbs down.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't experience that from you, but I remember there was this one dude in, I forget what class it was, but he was like, no. I remember him telling, like, it was like 2 or 3 people copying off him. And it was for like, I don't know what, I think it was for the next class or something. And he was like, no, I'm not going to be a copybook. And I just looked at him like, you're one of those. Okay.
Oh, his dad told him to say that, or his mom.
Maybe. But honestly, at that point, you gotta learn how to be. That's where you learn how to, like, navigate people. Like, that's part of, you know what I mean? Like, of course, we all know we got to do our homework.
That's what school is really about.
Yeah, exactly. It's not about the real homework. It's not about doing your work and doing good things. It's about copying.
Copying, navigating.
How to navigate
through goons and
goblins. No, for real though. Like, you gotta really know how to navigate through the people who are selfish, who are not trying to share, who are not.
Yeah. That's why you got these homeschool people that get out in the real world, you know, and then this guy is like, hey, let me copy your taxes. And they're like, okay. You know, they don't know the rules of don't let a goon copy your shit.
Don't let a goon. Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah, that there's another piece of that I want to go into. But it's a different type of conversation.
Hold on.
We'll save it.
But did you, when someone was copying you, did you cover? Because that's the ultimate, like, oh, this is what he's doing. This is like, you look at them and then you cover it with your hand. Like,
I feel like maybe I might have done it, but on some, like, I'm looking at him dead in the eyes, and then I'll cover that. Like, and then put my arm down over it. Like, I know what I'm doing. Like, you're not getting this.
Damn. So
I'm telling.
But
like,
no, I would.
There's beauty in watching other people fail sometimes.
God. Now, I would definitely move the test or the work, whatever, closer to the person. Like, oh, you need the help? I got the Chris Paul lob right here.
No, see, I even do more than that, and, like, try to bait them into looking right at the wrong time so that the teacher would catch them. You know,
What?
like,
how did you manage that?
Like, if I know the teacher's coming around, then, like, maybe put the paper in an area that is, like, easily seen, so that way, like, you know, I'll tempt them into looking, and then the teacher will see them, and then they get in trouble. But that's after just raising my hand and telling on them. So,
Man, Greg Kashi 6'9". It's crazy.
we're gonna get into more about that and some other stuff on Patreon. We do have a Patreon page now. It's you can get to it at livefromrockcity.com. So yeah, if you're interested in more content, we're gonna have some more candid content, I guess, on Patreon. So check that out. Check that out. If you have any emails, any information, any material, any questions that you want to send our way, throw it at livefromocity@gmail.com. We're always looking for listener participation, or any stuff that you guys want to hear from us, or any stuff that you want to tell us. So yeah, check those out. Thank you for everybody for we had a very positive reception from releasing the podcast, so we definitely appreciate that. We appreciate people listening, subscribing, checking stuff out on Patreon, and soon we'll be up on YouTube as well. So that's it for this one. Check us out, Live from Mock City.